I stood up here before and said that the key to open mic is to drink up to the point of confidence and not past the point of slurring. And I usually sign up earlier, so maybe I have passed that point, but I ask you to be patient. I have some stuff to read for you, and if you're willing to listen, I am willing to read it. All right, this first one's called I Know and Do Nothing. I know and do nothing. I know this country, this world, including me, is going to shit, yet I do nothing. I know that the earth is slowly warming, and I drive an 8-cylinder sports car for a living, delivering food to people that I know for a fact only contributes to already widespread cases of obesity and heart disease, of which I myself am most likely to succumb to, yet I do nothing. I know that poverty is rampant, that I have never lived above its level, yet I do nothing more than hand the occasional homeless vet a handful of change. I have time to volunteer, to take hand in protests, to squat in homes, so that families are not evicted. And yet with my free time, I drink beer, lounge with friends and family, and write ineffectual poetry such as this. I know that smoking causes cancer. I have smoked for almost 20 years, since I was 14. After a long night of drinking and inhaling carcinogens, my lungs hurt. When I awake in the morning, my every breath tastes of a cigarette butt, yet I do nothing. I know that we live in a world of violence and in a world of prejudice, yet I do little to quell a commonplace hatred besides instilling those around me the joy in which I find in myself, and perhaps that is all I can do. Perhaps I place too much upon my shoulders. After all, there is only so much weight one person can bear. Perhaps I judge myself too harshly, as I have lived all over the country, met countless inspiring people, yet never met an entirely selfless one. Then again, perhaps I should strip myself of any emotion but resolve. In the long term, I found this state unsustainable, but the short-term results are undeniable. Perhaps we all care. Perhaps we all do nothing, because no single one of us can do it all. Relative to the lifespan of the human race, I am going to die soon. Relative to the lifespan of the human race, so are you. There will inevitably be left a mark by your passing, by my passing. Inevitably, this mark will be washed away in a generation or two, and then what will be said of you? What will be said of me? Nothing. Nothing will be said. Relative, we will be as a dark hue of color laid in one small stroke across a massive background of black canvas. We will never be noted in human history or spotted by any art enthusiast that stares upon the innards of life's framework. We will be passed by the majority in a vast gallery that has ceased to exist, in a canvas that is unending, that stretches for miles and may never be viewed. We get only one stroke. This stroke means nothing, but your hand wields the brush. This may be a striking stroke. This stroke may blend with the background and become undetectable, but this does not matter. For some lives begin with a stroke. Some lives end with a stroke. And some lives are a thumbprint that is undetectable yet so unique that when found later upon the canvas, it can access your whole life span. I ask you at this moment to choose your brush stroke carefully.